All right, well, let's kind of wrap things up a little bit with talking about the concert that's coming up on June 13th. So you had already mentioned that it is related to Arlington's 250th. Tell us more.
Well, some of the, I guess some of the themes are
Freedom,
and our history,
Yeah.
and the one that the chorale is working on that's kind of, I think it's going to be a good kind of conclusion to our set is it's a musical setting of the Midnight Ride of Paul Revere, so that's kind of fun.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And but we've got a couple other songs that are some familiar, some not so familiar along that theme. You can speak to the orchestra
Sure.
selections a little bit more.
Yeah. So we actually have a grant that we wrote in the fall to the local Arlington Commission for Arts and Culture for the 250. It's kind of a connection. And that's why it's the theme of this particular Pops concert. We received the grant, which is great. And yeah, the general themes are, celebrating Arlington 250, and the subtitle, as I'm sure you know, is The Untold Stories of Monotony. So there are pieces of our concert that have to do with underrepresented groups and the history of Arlington and just the connectedness of Arlington. And I would say goodwill, fellowship of our community, because that's what we're trying to send that message, and hope in these fraught times. Hope for through making music and just being in community. So one special feature, if I can just talk about that, we are doing Aaron Copland's Our Town, which was music that he wrote for the cinematic Our Town. We're doing that, and we have selected 4 poets from Arlington to read poetry in the foreground. Actually, they'll be on stage behind the orchestra, but that's the idea. They'll be reading their poems about Arlington and about their ancestors and about the future and about what nobody knows in the history books, that Arlington's Battle of Monotony was actually the biggest and bloodiest at the beginning of the Revolution.
Right.
Everybody knows Concord and Lexington. People don't know Arlington, which was then known as Monotony. So there's a little poem about that too. So that's going to be featured in the Pops concert. So we're excited about that.
All right, that sounds wonderful. Again, let us remind people it's on Friday, June 13th. Friday the 13th, easy to remember in that way. It's be at First Parish Church, I assume?
No.
Or no, is this the?
It's in the town hall.
Sorry, town hall.
Yeah, it's a town
Great.
hall, and
Pops is-
actually,
yeah, and preceding the concert's at 7:30, but starting at
7:30.
6 o'clock, we have our annual Strawberry and Ice Cream Festival, weather permitting.
Nobody will want to.
Yeah, yeah. So that's in the gardens between
You
town
guys are
hall.
going for the
It's on the
low-hanging
grounds.
fruit, so to speak. I know strawberries don't grow on trees, but
No.
that's okay. We'll give it to you.
So we have that
Yeah,
garden.
we have a strawberry. We sell strawberries and ice cream, and there's a brass choir playing, and I think we have a clown. I don't know.
Davy the Clown, and the Liberty Bones Brass Ensemble playing, just fun outdoor
Great.
music. So
Yeah.
all right.
people
So
should
all
come.
you need is some decent mid-June weather here.
Right.
and
Well,
this
right.
is,
It's
we
rain or
can hope for
shine.
that.
We've done it indoors, the strawberry and ice cream, but it usually doesn't rain. We're usually pretty lucky.
It's better outdoors.
Yeah,
so hopefully.
and people can come with their young kids to the Strawberry and Ice Cream Festival and don't have to come to the concert because, it's an evening concert with little ones. Or they can skip the gardens and just come at 7:30 to the concert.
All right, great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that and everything else that you have with us. We really appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.